Hi everybody, welcome back to the Jewelry Spot. Today's project is a leather choker and I cannot wait to share this with you. I've learned how to match bracelets and earrings to the leather chokers. I'm really excited. Keep on watching. Okay, here are some of the chokers that I made. That first one, I think it's just got 3 beads there, and I put the leather knots on each end. And this one does not have the leather knots, it just had 3 beads. And then I also have some that have the silver accent beads. They're silver plated beads. And then I'm showing you how you can use them on the end of your necklace for like a clasp. The same with the beads. So that's a ceramic bead, just like the beads that are on the front of the choker. You can use those beads as a clasp on the end. And those are the ceramic beads I bought. And those beads kind of have a large hole, so you can use the leather with them. Since the leather is rather thick, it's 2mm leather, you have to have some beads that have a large enough hole for the leather to go through. Okay, so there's my leather cord. And I'm going to measure out about 25 inches. And I use 25 inches because of the knots. You have to make knots with this with this necklace. And so the knots take away from the length of the necklace. If you'd like to try a choker that might be a little smaller, you may want to try 24 inches. But I chose to just have a little extra instead of not enough leather, because you can always chop off a little bit, you know. But if you choose an amount that's too small, then you wouldn't be able to add any to that to make it longer. So I'm just applying my ceramic beads. They're in primary colors, red, yellow, and blue, and there's a green one too, and kind of a mauve color. And as you see, the leather is pretty tight, so I'm getting a good workout with my fingers and hands on that leather. So I pulled the beads kind of toward the middle of the bracelet, the necklace. And then I put one knot at the very tip end. There's a knot there. That's where my bead will go. Okay, there's a bead right under that. And then another knot under the bead. So it's got 2 knots. And that is like my closure. That's how I'm going to close my piece when I put it on my neck in the back. So on the other side, I have to make a knot. Just watch my fingers as I make the knot at the end, and it kind of makes a loop, and that's where you put the bead on the other end, and that's how you close the necklace around you in the back. And I think that I've got to make that a little bit smaller because it came out a little too large. So I'm adjusting it and making it smaller. And there I put the bead through, and that's how it closes. There you go. Okay. So that's just the basic one with 3 beads. And then I've also got some made that they have silver beads. Okay. It looks like I'm putting those knots there. So I'm attaching the knots on either end of the 4 beads. And that way the beads won't slide around. I did have one made where I only used 3 beads with no knots. And they stayed in place pretty well. And there's the choker. It looks really pretty. Okay, and then there's some chokers there that have the metal beads. And I think I'm going to use the tan cord there. It's just a lighter color of the leather. I already measured out my 25 inches, and I'm beginning with my metal bead, and I'm going to alternate with different colored beads. And I believe I end up with 4 of the silver tone beads, and then 3 of the colored ceramic beads. And then I'm adding my beads on the choker. And I have to go through the same process and add the knot at the end and pull it tight to make the clasp. And you guys just watch again, and then you'll see how it's made. You'll see how it's done. Watch to the end, and then I have some pictures, and I'll tell you all about my next video. Wow, how do you think they turned out? I like them. I think they turned out really neat. So these are available in my Etsy shop. Feel free to purchase one, or you might like to learn how to make your own. Just watch the video again. Thank you so much for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe. This is the upcoming video.